we are getting closer and closer back into the Premier League season, starting again, and international break is finally almost over. Welcome to your match preview, Burnley versus West Ham United. And my name is Mike, so I'm a West Ham fan, and I make videos on football a lot. So make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy, and thank you again for 200 subscribers. But let's get into it. Obviously, Burnley have only got 4 points and are below a 10-point deducted Everton based on goal difference. They have not won a home game all season. They have lost to the likes of Villa, Man City, Chelsea, all at home. And you can say all those are hard teams, but you got to have some shocks in the Premier League. And Burnley haven't done that yet. They've only beaten Luton, and I can't remember who they drew to. But I think the last Burnley game I watched was the Bournemouth game. And they started off well, scored, and then they kind of just lost that cutting edge. They lost the fluidity that Vincent Kompany wants. And I was watching former West Ham player Craig Bellamy on the overlap by Gary Neville, and he was saying as his assistant that they see football the same way. They see football like Ajax and Barcelona, Cruyff, all of that stuff. I think Vincent Kompany would be a good manager for West Ham United because he would have better players to work with. But what I will say is that as much as you can rate a man for sticking to his principles, sticking to his philosophy in football, it's not working with the players that he has. My thought going into, as the transfer window was going, I was thinking Burnley are going to stay up. But they kept signing wingers. Like, they have a lot of wingers, from what I remember. I think Rory is it can play on a wing. I think Redmond, obviously Nathan Redmond, Koleosho has been a shining light this season for them. Benson. I haven't seen much of Benson. I remember watching him in the Championship being like, this guy's amazing. I thought he was younger than he was. He's like 26. But put it this way, if they play him, I reckon we should be worried. If they played Koleosho and Benson, they've got a few wingers, but they've also got former West Ham player Josh Cullen. This will be the first time Josh Cullen will be facing West Ham since he's left the club. I do miss the fact that we could have had Josh Cullen. We did. I'm not sure we needed to sell him because a lot of the financial decisions and transfer decisions in that season, in that 2020 season, obviously the Dean Garner thing at the time, but there was a lot of questionable things that we'll talk about another day. But Josh Cullen will probably want to get one over us. Very settled at Burnley. He was interviewed on the club website for us when we faced Anderlecht, because he obviously played for both clubs. And he was obviously talking about the Belgians and stuff like that, which is somewhere Vincent Kompany had Josh Cullen. He actually bought Josh Cullen, and he brought him to Burnley as well. I think he was in the team of the season for the Championship. And Burnley are an interesting side that I give a lot of people a chance when it comes to the first season of the Premier League as a player. Or you like your second season and you've only just moved, etc. There's one player that I think is a big weak link that I've seen for Burnley. I think his name is Jordan Bayer. Every time I've watched this guy, he seems to be the guy that wants to bring the ball out from the back, a ball playing centre back, etc. But every time he runs with the ball, he runs into trouble a lot. Now, we don't press that much. We pressed a bit against Brentford. We pressed a little bit against Forest. And then we drop back. This has, I think, in terms of clash of styles, this could go either two ways. This could be either a defensive masterclass from West Ham and we hit them on the counter, we get a few goals in, etc. Or this could be when we sit too deep and they open us up and they score. Now, judging by Burnley's form, you wouldn't think that's going to happen, but they've got to win a home game eventually. And we wasn't good against Forest. That's why I wasn't that confident, and I wasn't talking the most positive about this club over the course of the international break, despite the fact that we beat Forest 3-2. I didn't think there was many good performances, and with the injuries to Antonio and Bowen, should be fine. But with the travelling as well, we don't usually do good bouncing back from the international breaks. Obviously, we lost to Manchester City, and I know it's Manchester City, but we made a lot of mistakes. It's not like they opened us up. apart from the Doku goal, we gave them the ball. And we all know what happened against Villa. We went to Villa and we got absolutely slaughtered. And again, individual errors a lot. Zuma, obviously back in training, back from injury, should be fine. He played against Forest as well. I think Emerson should be fine. I'm assuming Soufal will still play. But obviously the big talking point is the attack. Is Divine Mubama going to play? Now the easy answer I'm going to give you is no. Mubama won't play. It will definitely be Danny Ings, or if Bowen's fit, he'll play up front. They're hiding Bowen a lot from the training pictures, but nothing's been said. As I'm recording this right now, I don't think there has been a David Moyes press conference. There's been a Vincent Kompany one, but I haven't read anything into that. They've got a lot of players, but they've not got a lot of Premier League quality. They haven't got a lot of experience either. I think Sander Berger's a good signing as well. But with our attack, I'm assuming it's going to be Kudus, Paquetá, Souček, Ings, or Kudus, Paquetá, Benrahma, Ings. I think he'll play Paquetá on the left again, Kudus on the right, Souček behind Ings, which it shouldn't be the way, because our creativity will just get fucked over, and there'll be no creativity in the middle. Ward-Prowse and Alvarez should play regardless. I think Souček should be coming off the bench and trying to get goals. If we need a goal, you bring on Souček. If we need to see out a game, you bring on Souček. I think he'd be a good substitute, but they don't. It's not like they have the most height in their team, from what I remember, unless they play Sander Berger. And I don't remember their centre backs being like giants. Lyle Foster's out due to a mental health problem, so get well soon for him. They've got Jay Rodriguez, a Premier League experienced striker, but we shouldn't be threatened by Jay Rodriguez anymore. It's not the same Jay Rodriguez that was at Southampton all those years ago. I don't know who they've got injured. I think they've still got a couple of players coming back. Josh Brownhill was someone we were linked to like a few years ago. Been in and out of the side, same as Cullen for a bit. So it'll be interesting to see how Kompany and Moyes come up against each other. This is the first time we've come up against Vincent Kompany as manager. Someone we could look out for that could probably coach us in the future, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people will be like, he's 20th. Look at the players he has. These are championship players. And I feel like Burnley will go down and they should keep Kompany and they'll probably get promoted again. I think that's what will happen, and I think that's what should happen, because a lot of people just sack their manager and they don't come back. They like you will never ever see them come back, because they've changed their manager and then the whole balance is gone. A lot of players want to leave. I don't think any of these Burnley players will have the ego in their head to think that they can actually play in the Premier League or think they should be getting a bigger move than Burnley. Maybe Koleosho, maybe Cullen, but those are the only two, or maybe Sander Berger. Those are the three players that I would say, yeah, fair enough. I think some of their players are okay. I think they've got good goalkeepers. Trafford and Muric are good. I think Connor Roberts is good. I liked him when he was. I liked him when Burnley were last in the Premier League. I think they bought him in January, and I thought he played quite well for some of the games, but it didn't work out. And I would like to see Burnley do well apart from this game. Obviously, apart from against us, I would like to see if Burnley can survive. I do think that's a long shot now. But that is my preview. I do think we might. I don't think we'll win. And I know it's mad to say, but I'm not confident about this club right now. Mubama won't play. Cornet won't play. He's going to go back to his former club. First time returning. But I would like to see him. I would like to see him play for a bit of pace. Don't think he'll play though. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. The social medias are GVO Mikes on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.